Hello guys, this is S550. This one is anti-satellite. It cannot be used against any aircraft because it is above any aircraft. So maybe the West is still to produce the kind of aircraft that the Russian can use this one to fight against. So this one can only be used against satellite. Let's say in case of a war between NATO and Russia. Russia is going to use the S500 to target the NATO satellite in the space. We all know that NATO have air superiority over the Russian, but it is very hard for NATO aircraft to operate within Russia because of air defense. But in this case, Russia is going to use this one, but against their satellites because S300, S350, S400, even S400 is more than NATO aircraft. S400 is used to target nukes, nuclear weapon, in case of a nuclear weapon. So this one, when they will bring down the satellite, their aircraft, NATO aircraft will not have any way to operate within the territory of Russia Federation. We all know that NATO is not a superpower because they have active personnel. But when it comes to number of tanks, we see that Russia have more tanks more than NATO. If you combine all the tanks that NATO have, it is not up to what Russia have. We all know that NATO have numbers, but war is not fought just by numbers. We need weapons. That leads us to how many shares does NATO produce. We all see that the number of shares that Russia produces in a month is more than the combined share that NATO produces in a year. And also North Korea is a good ally to Russia, the Federation. So North Korea again is going to provide share to Russia, even Iran is going to provide. So that would be very, very difficult point for NATO to win against Russia. And that is why they don't want to get involved with anything concerning Russia. So it's like a kind of comedy when I see a leader, a president, elected president who ought to be very smart and intelligent. Instead of going for peace, he chose to fight a neighbor who is more superior and powerful. A neighbor that the strongest alliance in the world are scared to get involved into war with. So checking by this statistic, what do you think that our comedian can do? Is it possible for him to win against a superpower? You want to beg aid from those countries who are even afraid to get into war with the country you want to go and fight. And you are thinking you have to defeat the country. So sometimes I feel like comedy have some impact in our life. So if you watch the video up to this level, please make sure you like, you share, and you comment. Because when you share the video, many people also will watch the video. We cannot compare powers without comparing nukes because nuclear weapon is part of war. So when we compare the number of nuclear weapons, you see that Russia have more nukes more than the entire NATO. Or the combined nukes in NATO, Russia have more than them. So what makes you to think that NATO can just get up one day and attack Russia or use nukes against Russia? Anything they are saying for fun. For those who don't do research to understand what is exactly true. Because if NATO there, it will be history. So many countries in NATO will not exist. Especially there will be no Europe. Yeah. Because the number of nukes that Russia have, if you compare the land surface and the land surface of Europe, you will notice that there will be nothing like Europe in the future. Again, there will be nothing like Europe. All this mindset that people say if there is a nuclear weapon in the world, everyone would die. No, there are safer places. There is nothing that can kill everyone in the world. The people will still be alive. Those involved will be the one to deceive, not everyone. Not everyone.